I am visiting Portland Nursery on Stark with Laura. And Laura, this is actually part 2 of our edible flowers. We had so much to talk about the last time, we thought we better do a second part to it because we just didn't cover everything.
Yes, there's so many wonderful flowers in your garden to eat.
And so you picked a lot more for us to eat.
I sure did. One thing that's very common in a lot of gardens here, especially the Rose City, is our roses. And so many of us grow them because they smell wonderful, they're great cut flowers, and they're also edible. One of the tricks to eating roses is the more fragrance, the better the flavor.
Oh,
number
this
one.
Is fragrant.
Yes. And the second one is you want to take off the white end part because that will add some bitterness to it. And there you go.
Oh, it's fragrant tasting.
Right.
Oh, that's wild.
That's why the more fragrant, the more intense of a flavor.
Cool. What else do you have for us?
Well, for the shade garden, we've got the fuchsia here, which is gorgeous. And so many colors. Like, just imagine a wedding cake decorated with fuchsias and roses. Yeah.
Or just tonight's salad.
Yes, exactly, exactly.
And look at those marigolds.
The marigolds, a lot of people do know marigolds as being edible. All of them are. My favorite ones happen to be these gem marigolds over here, the little ones. I mean, you smell the foliage and it's lemony and citrusy. And also, because the foliage is very fragrant, they're exceptionally good for deterring insects. But this is one you can...
And is it lemony too, the petals?
Yes, it tastes like it smells. If you smell the foliage and it's got that distinctive marigold, you get that flavor in there too. Zesty.
Now, you know, you have to eat a lot of these fresh, but if you wanted to use one in cooking, you can use squash blossoms.
Squash blossoms, exactly. This one's just about to open here. And this is one of your classic flowers that you batter and deep fry.
They're delicious.
Have nice crunchy squash blossoms.
I always grow extra zucchinis just for that.
Exactly, yes. And the first round of squash blossoms are usually all males anyhow, and so you're not going to get fruit from them. So that's a perfect thing to do with that first round of blossoms.
Great. And another old favorite is nasturtiums.
Oh, I love these. This is probably my favorite edible flower because, once again, you just snip it off right below the flower like this, and when you eat it, you get that flower flavor, and then you get the spicy kick at the end.
It's almost like radishes. It's kind of got that little zing to it.
Oh, it's really fun feeding it to kids and watching their face.
And you know what I always found interesting too, on most of the herbs, you can use the flowers for flavoring in salads and things.
Yes, especially, well, basil we try and pinch back a lot so the leaves don't get bitter, but the flowers are very intense. It's almost an intensified flavor in the flower. Flavoring butter or sauces or things, it would just be wonderful for that.
And I've used like thyme flowers, also chive flowers with that oniony flavor.
Yes.
And you know, I think one that's very exotic, and we don't have them blooming right now, but there is a great picture, is the pineapple guava.
That is probably one of the sweetest flowers I've ever eaten, and very fleshy, so there's a lot of substance to it, and absolutely delightful.
That is a cool one, and a nice shrub too. And last but not least is daylilies.
Yes. This is one that people will stuff and lightly saute, and it's something that's used in cooking as well. And it's another easy perennial that can be grown in so many parts of the country, which is nice.
You know, and I was just talking with Thomas at Seabright Hostas, and they also grow lots of daylilies, and he said when he's out in his display garden that they all have different flavors, so go out and graze in your daylily patch.
Yes.
Well, I know that Portland Nursery has a great handout also, and you can get that either online or when you come out to Portland Nursery on Stark or Division, and Laura and her staff are really knowledgeable about edible flowers and about everything in the garden center, so please come out and visit and graze through your garden. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you, Judy.